Thank you very much. I have been told that I'm allowed to speak for up to 5 minutes. I think it'll be considerably shorter, hopefully. I think the preceding two speakers have answered the first question I was asked to pose, and that is, why do you do it? I think when you come and listen to and meet the people who you've been able to help in a small way, you realise that this is a better use of some of your ill-gotten gains than perhaps many other things. I think a Porsche or Ferrari or Bentley pales into insignificance when you compare it with some of the people I've been able to help and meet over the years. We did count 18 scholars. They've all been very different. The reason I think for supporting the scholarship program is not just to sort of see the smile on the face of young people, although that in itself would be a very good justification, but it is to help widen participation. And I've particularly concentrated partly on the Eastern European students who don't have as readily access to loan finance, and also postgraduates who find it more difficult, as we've just heard, to gather up the funds to make sure they can follow their dreams. And I think making sure that the school can be a place where those who can benefit most from coming here can come to, I think is a worthy cause, and I'm very happy to be associated with that. My time at the LSE was relatively undistinguished. I think I spent more time in the 3 tons and then sitting quietly sleeping in the Shore Library thereafter than I should have done. In fact, it led to me taking an extra year to complete my degree, but I think it also is something I think is also students should take away with from their time here, is that many of the people you meet and the conversations you have are just as important as the academic achievement. So far, I think all the undergraduates I have supported, I think we have a hit rate of more than 50% have got firsts. I don't think there's a causal relationship, and I certainly can't claim any credit myself for any involvement in that. But I think it's important also that people have the freedom to do some other things other than just pursue their academic interests, and I think that is probably helped a little by having a scholarship. I think I was also asked to talk a little bit about what it's like meeting the students who I support. I usually see them for lunch. We see each other at least once, if not twice a year. Particularly with undergraduates, it's been very rewarding to see them come as fresh-faced undergraduates and leave as accomplished, polished future prime ministers or CEOs or NGO leaders. So that's been great fun. I get emails from many of them still. Sometimes they come around and try and sell me things, legal services or other things, but I enjoy and relish those relationships. I think I would encourage others to follow in my footsteps, partly because it's a lot of fun. I think it's the main reason for doing something like this is obviously it's a great cause. The school, as you've heard from the two previous speakers, does some very important things. Trying to understand how the world works is important. Making sure that more people understand how the world works is a very worthy cause. But the fact, or the sort of act of being a donor and being involved with the school is in itself very rewarding. And I think rather than the midlife crisis Porsche, I think I'd much rather have 18 students who sometimes, or former students who sometimes send me an email telling me what they're now up to. So I think the opportunity to pass it on, as it were, is a great privilege, and I think I would encourage those of us who've been fortunate to be able to do so to do that, I always say to the students that I've been able to help, that if they happen to find that they get lucky later on in life, that perhaps they remember somebody giving them a helping hand, and that they do the same in future. And I'm pleased to hear that the previous speaker has already promised to do so. So thank you very much for coming, and I hope that people can continue to support such a great cause. Thank you.